Now, there's something I want believers to know out there. Satan can't take anything away from you if there is no transaction. There is what is called transaction. That transaction is called sin. That transaction is called sin. How did Satan took over the garden and over the authority that God instituted in a man called Adam? The way he could take that, that leadership, that kingship that God deposited in Adam was through transaction. When you read the Bible, the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, and the scripture says, and God said, man, have dominion, power, subdue the earth, multiply. God gave man the power and authority over the earth. So Satan came to take over the earth from the man. That is why the scripture said, it said, and the prince of this world came and findeth nothing in him. The prince of this world came to Jesus and they found nothing. So there's actually a prince of this world, but he was not the first priest of this world. Adam was the priest of this world, but he sold out to it through what they call transaction, and that transaction is being called what I call it sin. So Satan knew that the only way he could take away the kingship of this earth from Adam was through sin. That is why he came through Eve. He has no right to come through Adam. The reason why Satan didn't come to Adam is that Satan does not have the authority to talk to what God created. Because the same way God created Satan was the same way God created man. He said, come, let us create man in our own image, in the image of God. Man was created in the image of God, not the image of man. So Satan has no audacity, has no light, has no power to have access to Adam. So he has to come through the man that was created from the man, that is Eve. And that is why he will get Adam. But directly, Satan can't get Adam directly. That is why he has to come through the window. That's why I told you, if you are married, you are a woman, you are married, and Satan is attacking you, your husband have the right to rebuke Satan. You don't have the right to come into my home without my permission. So if Satan had met Adam, he wouldn't have defeated Adam because Adam was close to God. Adam was made in the image of God. I'm not looking down on any woman, but I'm just trying to tell you how this transaction is being done. So Satan actually came and made a transaction. And once this transaction was done, what about the transaction? Rebellion. Adam and Eve rebelled against God. The same way Satan rebelled against God. Adam and Eve rebelled against God. God said, do not eat of this fruit, but you can eat every other fruit. And a law has been instituted, but they disobey it. That was how Satan took over this world. That's why the prince of this world, the prince of this world. That's why Jesus said, you are not of this world. I am not of this world. So another man has taken over, which is called the prince of this world. And the prince of this world is what is the prince called Satan. That's why St. Paul said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against what? Against principalities and power. So that is how. So I'm telling you, Satan can't take anything away from you if there is no transaction. If there is no transaction, Satan can't take anything away from you. The only way he can take something away from you is through sin. And that sin is called a transaction. Once you rebel, Satan will take something away from you. That was why Satan came to Jesus, to tempt Jesus. That's why he said, if you are the Son of God, jump down from this place. If you are the Son of God, bow down to me and I will give you these cities. He was looking for a way to make Jesus to rebel. If Jesus rebelled against the pattern that God has set, Satan would have taken over and Jesus wouldn't have gone to the cross and come back. But one of the reasons why Jesus overcome, he said that the prince of this world came to me and he found nothing. So whenever Satan comes to you, he tries to find something in you that he can take down. Without that thing, he can't do anything. I'm telling you. When Satan comes to you, that is why those men of God that you see that are on fire, they keep themselves pure. When Satan comes, there's no way he can take them down. The best thing that you could do is just go through the family. Go through their loved ones. Go through their wife. That's why you see many men of God, it is women or it is Satan can't come directly. He knows that if he comes directly, that he will deceive, he will defeat him. So that is why. So Satan can't take anything away from you if there is no transaction. And that transaction is called sin. Be wise, believers, and be strong out there.